Well, we're back for another edition of Matt and the Maven. We're in the Legacy Lounge in the Play Up studio. And Stan, going into the Hall of Fame, a great honor, perhaps not the last capstone of your career, because again, Toronto should call you and you should be in the Hockey Hall of Fame in Toronto, but we'll argue that on another day. Artemi Panarin, New York Rangers, the bread man. What was going on with him and Brad Marchand in that game the day after Thanksgiving?
Well, Brad Marchand is a guy who is one of the great chirpers of hockey, which means he's, like the old line was, he was vaccinated with a phonograph needle. I mean, the guy never stops talking. He's like the auctioneer of a tobacco auctioneer. So, and he's a very wise, funny fellow also. Particularly if you're a Bruin fan. If you're not, he's not so funny. But he gets under the skin. There are always, over the decades, guys who would be able to talk people into making mistakes. Mm-hmm. And first of all, he started in with the Ranger when the Rangers were winning the game, and it was near the end of the game, so he might as well get his money worth. And he annoyed the bread man. Mm-hmm. The bread man became the dart man, but he didn't have a dart, so he got the next best thing, right? And threw the glove at him, no harm done. Shows that vaudeville isn't dead. It was a nice little quick comedy act, and of course the league didn't think it was that funny, so they slapped the 5 chump change to him.
It is. I loved his reaction when he was asked about the fine, and he was good about it, and speaking through an interpreter as he does, and says, well, things were mentioned, but he was okay with it. And then he said $5,000. He goes, thank the former general manager. It's not that much, right? Because he's got that huge contract. I thought it was a great line.
Yeah, nothing like chump change to a guy like that. But it was the game was virtually over. The Rangers were going to win the game. So this was what we called an extra added attraction. We had something to talk. We're talking about it, right? And nobody was hurt. Nobody was hurt. I mean, Marchand later got caught for slew-footing. I always said to Bobby Holik, you never slew-footed as far as I was concerned. He said, well, you may not have seen too much.
It's a dangerous play. He was suspended for 3 games, was Marchand, but it's not like it was the first time it's been done in a hockey game. And you're right when you're talking about the Panarin thing. It's people talk about it. This is okay. We have too much vanilla. We need a little chocolate, a little strawberry, maybe a little rainbow sherbet. Do you know what I mean? I
call it humor. You need more laughs in the business, and that's one of the things I'm trying to do now in my writing. Even though I've been writing my whole life, believe it or not, I am writing now with a slightly different style, injecting some wise guy Maven humor into my writing, and I'm enjoying that. Mm-hmm. And I generally don't think of Brad Marchand when I write, but I'm in that same business, you know what I mean?
Absolutely, the entertainment business.
Entertainment.
And Stan, of course, can be read on NewJerseyDevils.com with his weekly column on Sundays, and then your look back at Devils history on Sundays, and now in the hockey news as well. So you keep working. It's amazing. You're an inspiration. I mean that seriously.
It's fun. It's all fun.
Yeah, you keep going. All right, so let's talk a little bit about your days in hockey. You've seen so many iterations of uniforms, jerseys, sweaters. I still call them sweaters. People call them jerseys. They used to be made out of wool. They were sweaters, but not anymore. So this is the Devils. This is the latest one.
Love it.
Jersey.
Love it.
I love the red drop on the back. I like that number in that player, by the way, Brodeur.
Yes.
Pretty special to see him. I like this little twist, too. Marty's idea with the drawstrings.
Right.
So what do you think overall?
Well, first of all, you know why they don't call them sweaters anymore? Because they don't sweat in them.
There you go.
It's nice, soft fabric.
Yes, it is.
Now, I once, when I worked in the Rangers publicity in 54, 55, I went into the closet. They had a closet there, old jerseys. I actually had one from the Springfield Indians. It was the Americans farm team. That was
Jacques Caron played for the Springfield
right.
Indians.
That
among
was
many
a
others.
sweater. It was you could schwitz in that sweater, which means
Another
sweat.
word I'm learning.
Sweat.
I'm glad
sweat.
that we're doing this.
But I
learned Fox earlier, now Schwitz.
I love that
Schwitz.
because Jersey means a lot to me. First of all, I had relatives in Newark. I learned how to roller skate on Lyons Avenue in Newark. It's a historic note. There's no plaque there, but because I fell on my knees a lot. I like
scraping the blood up off of Lyons Avenue.
and I know about Jersey history because I'm the only guy in this room who's seen the Rivervale Skeeters.
Tell me about them.
They played out of Rivervale, New Jersey. The guy who was a farmer there built a golf course in Rivervale and a 6,000-seat arena. His team was in the Eastern League. They would have lasted, but World War II came and a lot of the guys were drafted. So I saw them play at the Garden against the Rovers. Then you had the Jersey Larks, and of course the original Newark team was unbelievable. The Newark Bulldogs were in the International American Hockey League, which became the American Hockey League, but they never played a game in Newark because they couldn't build the arena that they wanted to build. They ran out of dough. So Newark Bulldogs played their home games in Springfield and Providence an entire season. And they made the playoffs. They got to the second round. So these Newark Bulldogs hold the world's record for winning on the road.
And undefeated at home.
And then they had, you're funnier than me.
No, that's bad. I learned a long time ago. Don't be funnier than the Maven.
So that jersey has a touch of the Newark Bulldogs.
Yeah, with the stripes and all, sure.
Yeah, in fact, when I told Mark about it here at the Devils, he said, wait, don't write about the Bulldogs until later. And of course, now we got this. And not only that, you've got the great hat. Now, why am I happy about the hat?
Well, why? First off, you got something tucked in here.
Yes.
And do you want to go to that first or the other?
Well, I want you to show. The hat is for real.
Yes.
It's a real hat.
It says
hat, right.
Right on it.
Now,
I love it. It's brilliant.
You compare
marketing.
that. This is a fraudulent hat. Okay. This says St. Louis, as in St. Louis Browns. It says 1944 on it. This is a fake hat because I was a fan of the Brownies, and their hat didn't have anything in front. You only had in baseball that didn't have a name on or anything. It was just white with stripes. And in 44, they won the pennant, not with this fake hat, but with the one without any name on it. That's real, this fake.
There we go. The hat is the hat.
Right.
That is real. Now, you think there might possibly be or should be an addition to the pants to identify
Well,
them?
of course. I mean, why should the hat be the only part of the body or the uniform that gets a name? Well, this thing's sold out. You think, you know that a lot of families will buy it because the guy wants to wear the pants in his family, right?
That's right. Exactly. And what should we put on to identify the
Well,
pants?
let's not ruin the next segment we're going to do. I mean, we can't kill it now.
Come on, let us know. Come on, let us in on that.
Well, we got to do shoes,
There we
right?
Shoes on pants?
Shoes going to match the hat and the pants.
There we go.
Yeah.
You can be skates on skates
Yeah.
and pants on pants.
Yeah, pants on pants, and maybe elbow pads, but you won't see them. We can put a little sign, elbow pads underneath.
Get all that stitching with an arrow pointing.
I want to go
it.
into marketing.
Right there. Did you ever work in the marketing department of a team?
Yes, I worked in Leo's Fruit Market on Marcy Avenue for a year. Made a couple of bucks. Free apples.
Man always has worked, will continue to work. He's here with us for Matt and the Maven. And Stan, again, congratulations on the Hall of Fame.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the new book, Tales of Brooklyn. Hopefully it's a bestseller, as many of your previous books have been. And, you know, it's good to see you in person, man.
Good to see you, and it's good that you got the real hat and I got the phony hat. I'm going to throw this away. Who needs it?
And on that note, I can't throw this. It's valuable property. That, the Browns, forget about it. The hat.
They're not even playing anymore.
They're gone. The hat deserves a
Right.
very special place, and it does. Between Matt and the Maven, again, Stan, thanks very much. Been a blast. And thank you for tuning in. We appreciate your company all the time from back when this silly thing first started on Sports Channel, Matt and the Maven, and it lives today. And so appreciative of the fact that we've been able to come to you wherever you are, Devils fans. Thanks so much. We'll see you again soon.